The world before the fight. In 1974, the world was divided. The Cold War shaped global politics. Nations were competing not only in warfare, but in culture, identity, and sport. The fight would take place in Kinshasa, a city chosen intentionally to bring global attention to Africa. The event became known as the Rumble in the Jungle. But before the first punch was thrown, the story had already begun. This was not just about boxing. It was about legacy, the rise of the monster. At the center of the storm stood George Foreman. Foreman was a force of nature. He had dominated the heavyweight division with raw power. Opponents didn't survive long against him. His punches were explosive. His knockout record was terrifying. Experts believed no one could withstand his strength. He was younger than most champions had been. He trained intensely. He believed in pressure. And he believed he could end fights early. To many observers, Foreman was unstoppable, the man who refused to disappear. Across from him stood Muhammad Ali. Ali was no longer the same explosive young fighter who once danced around opponents. He had experienced defeats. He had faced controversy. He had spent years away from competition earlier in his career. Critics said he was past his prime. They said age would slow him. They said Foreman would overwhelm him. But Ali saw something others didn't. Foreman had one weakness: energy consumption. He punched with intensity, but that intensity came at a cost. Ali and his team developed a strategy. Instead of running endlessly,
George Foreman is big and strong, but he can't dance like me. I'm too fast. I'm too smart. He won't see my right man coming. This will be the greatest upset in boxing history. I guarantee it.
Ali would lean against the ropes, absorb punches, conserve energy. Wait, it looked risky, even dangerous. But Ali trusted the plan. The first rounds. When the bell rang, Foreman attacked immediately. Powerful combinations, relentless pressure. Ali moved, but not wildly. Instead of constant movement, he used controlled defense. He leaned on the ropes. The crowd reacted with shock. It appeared as though the champion was dominating. But something subtle was unfolding. Foreman was throwing everything. Ali was absorbing strategically, round after round. The champion's punches remained strong, but the volume was draining him. Ali occasionally fired quick counterattacks. Small, precise, efficient. He was studying rhythm, timing, breathing patterns. The fight was becoming psychological. The turning point. By the middle rounds, fatigue became visible. Foreman's pace slowed. His punches were slightly less explosive. The energy he spent in early rounds began to show. Ali started moving more freely. He smiled. He talked. He taunted. The psychological pressure shifted. The crowd began to sense momentum changing. Ali increased his combinations. Not wild punches, but calculated bursts. Foreman tried to respond, but the rhythm had changed. The strategy was working. The climax. In the later rounds, Foreman was exhausted. His guard dropped. His movement slowed. His confidence weakened. Ali saw the opening. For the first time in the fight, he stepped forward aggressively. Rapid combinations landed cleanly. The stadium erupted. Foreman attempted to defend, but he had spent too much energy early. Ali continued the assault. Punch after punch. The referee stepped closer. The champion was overwhelmed. And then, the decisive moment. The referee stopped the fight. Ali was declared the winner. The stadium exploded in disbelief.
I am greatness! Undefeated champion!
The underdog had defeated the feared champion. What this meant? This victory was not simply athletic. It demonstrated strategy over brute force, patience over aggression, intelligence over intimidation. Ali proved that dominance is not always physical. Sometimes it is mental. The fight became one of the most analyzed sporting events in history. Coaches still study it. Athletes reference it. It remains one of the defining moments in boxing. Legacy. The Rumble in the Jungle stands as a symbol, not of violence, but of preparation. Ali's performance in the Rumble in the Jungle is remembered not just for victory, but for strategy, for belief, for execution under pressure. And on that night in Kinshasa, the world witnessed one of the greatest sporting turnarounds in history. Muhammad Ali shocked the world. Again,